Madam, so I want to have you third because I want to have a discussion of Algeria so that you can then bring in the gender issue. So if you allow me, I'll just go to Mohamedun and ask him to tell us the strengths and the weaknesses of Algeria and how you see Algeria really being different from what you've been doing in the past.
Thank you very much. I will talk about Algeria.
And then if you can just be brief, maybe 1 minute, so we can go to the others. Yeah. Oh, okay, 1.5. Because I want to have a second round of.
It will be very difficult to.
Yeah. So we try it, and then we'll see. If it doesn't work, we know. But go ahead. No, okay. Please.
No.
Agir, c'est pour vous.
Oui, c'est lui aussi. It's also him. Me, I'm a technical arm, but
okay, you're technical. All right. So, ECOWAS wants to answer Algeria. So then you take 1 minute then, yes, Mr. Commissioner.
The strength.
Yeah.
Where did we come from? We realized partners, members, countries, and also regional bodies. We got together and decided that we created an alliance to tackling issues related to resilience. So we believe that in getting together, we are stronger and we're more inclined to not stepping on each other's foot. That's one of the strengths of it. If we can be always concerting each other in an alliance, we'll do things better. That's the first strength. But the weakness, if I can say so, is that it's always difficult to get people together and do something. You have to have the very good tact in getting people to adhere to one ideas. It's no information to anybody. We all know that people have agendas, and some of them stick much more to their agenda than to the agenda that we have agreed on open together. That's a weakness. But if everybody is decided to go together, I think that will go a long way in harnessing our effort and going forward. This is the strength of Algeria.
So the willingness to go together and act, certainly, and the readiness for that, but coordination transition costs are getting in the way, so something probably that ECOWAS can address. All right, then, did you want to comment on Algeria a bit, Mohamedun?
Just one word.
Okay, please, yeah.
I want to also say that Algeria, there is no action without challenge. And the main challenge we have today to have everybody together as he said. And we are in a process of appropriation of the alliance by everybody. Country, civil society, our partners. We must have synergy at the partner levels, country levels, and at the ground level. So I'm happy to say you that 5 countries have already launched their process to formulate their national program of priority for resilience. You have Niger, Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, Mali, Burkina Faso, and soon you will have Senegal and Chad. This is people in the pipeline. And for this country, we are sure that at the end of July, we will have their document in our hand. So it's what I want to add to.
Okay, very good. Then let me go to Madam Commissioner. How does gender feature in Algeria and the social protection program of the Commission? What's happening right now? What are you doing? What are your capacity to implement and to partner with programs such as the ones that we heard from Mr. Waits?
Thank you, Chairman. Just come to the ECOWAS Commission 2 months ago. And my feeling is that the draft action actually in Algeria and the policy which is underlying the different action, for me does not involve the social protection issue. And this is my concern, because I think that we cannot talk about resilience and strategy in Sahel within a strategy, any strategy, without talking about the well-being of the people, the human beings who are the beneficiaries of this action. Because actually, from my perspective, the Algeria is only delighted to the agricultural sector, and we know that the agricultural sector is one issue which is very important. This is right, but we have to think to social welfare for health, to lighten the consequences on health issues, the low productivity, the loss of revenue, the indirect costs of illness and infirmity, the inadequate level of child education, for example, and social development, and so on. We have to think about the intensive deployment investment program that may help communities to have improved access to means of production. And I would like to emphasize the local roads, the social amenities like school, the health centers for women. This is very important because we are talking about resiliencies, and the health issues as well as the protection of natural resources are also very important. We have to think about the deployment of cash transfer mechanism. This is very important in a strategy of resilience and in order to reduce poverty, because we are talking about vulnerability of people and social exclusion of vulnerable persons, especially children, access to feeding, care, and other basic goods and services, active person with low income, the case of illness, the job loss, maternity, and disability, how we can face with these problems within Agir. It has not been talked actually, and this is my concern, and I would like to emphasize here that it is a very important problem that should be included in the strategy actually. And my feeling is that we should be very cross-cutting. When we are talking about resilience, we do not think only in a sector, because agricultural sector has its own limits. Since 1918, the adjustment structure have shown us that all the policies that has been implemented without the social issues has failed in succeed. So we have to find out a solution how to include the social aspect of how to take care of the vulnerable people, how to take care of the social issues of the communities. This is my point of view in this question. The second question is related to our success of ECOWAS for vulnerable people in the 15 countries. And in this point, I would like to emphasize that we work a lot in terms of how to integrate all the 15 countries in our policies. Because we generally work with experts in the different 15 countries, and we define policies, and after that we define action plan. Actually, we are working in different action, very, very operational, like education, capacity building, in gender integration in program and policies within the 15 countries, because we have the Gender Center in Dakar, which is an excellent center which is working with all the 15 countries on how to integrate gender at the conception level of the policies. And this is very important. We are also, ECOWAS is also working in innovative job training for youth to increase the employability in the labor market, because you know that this is a real problem for the communities, how to improve employability for youth and children, because we face actually a very problem of unemployment in the 15 countries. We are working also in the access to resources for women in agricultural and value chain in many domains like agricultural livestock processing. Actually, we have a fund from the Spain, the government of Spain, and the ECOWAS also budget is funding many countries in how to help women to have access to resources like credit, like feeds, like also access to some skills education in order to improve their economic activities. We are also working in access to decision making, because decision making is very important in the 15 African countries, because you know the women are very low represented in the decision institution, like the government, the parliament, and so on. And we have also a program in fistula. Like you know, fistula, obstetrical fistula is a constraint in our community, for our community. We are women who are facing many problems with fistula. And ECOWAS is trying to solve it by working with 9 countries. Actually, we fund, every year we have 7 to 6 women in each country that we take in charge the operation, we take into charge the reconstruction economic of these women, because they are poor, they don't have access to health care and health prevention. So this is also an issue in our 15 countries. We have also
Madam,
worked...
I think time is running.
Yeah. So we have a lot of projects. Let me finish by saying that we are one of the departments of the ECOWAS which is very operational, and we have many practical projects that are actually implemented in the 15 countries. Thank you very much.
So this is my government. We are very operational. And I was actually going to ask my commissioner how Agir and ECOWAP do mesh, but perhaps we can discuss that in the break. I want to open another round of questions. If there's no time to answer your questions, please catch our members, because we have to leave here at 3:30 sharp for the plenary. So I'm going to go with that lady there, and Dr. Yad here, and then Professor Birner, and then I come here, and that for now.
Thank you. My name's Natalie Duck. I work for Concern Worldwide. Thanks to all the speakers for the great presentations. In the first three presentations, the speakers really focused on irrigation, agricultural production, and markets, which is fantastic. I did note that nutrition didn't feature in a significant way, and I was wondering if you could just tell us a little bit about where nutrition does feature in your institution's priorities, and if it isn't kind of prominent enough, are there particular challenges that you are facing to work on both agriculture and nutrition in a meaningful way?
Perfect. I do know that there is a nutrition initiative at ECOWAS level, so they certainly can discuss that. But perhaps catch him during the break. Dr. Yad?
My name is Mbaye Yad. I am the coordinator of Research West Africa. We have talked a lot about lack of food resources, but we have also in Sahel, we say, we have problem in dealing with excess supply. What I'm saying is in the most productive areas of Sahel, you have in good production, the price fall down. Mm-hmm. And the next year you have no production. Mm-hmm. It is going like this. Mm-hmm. This has to be addressed, in particular maybe with strategies for the market. I have not heard a lot about high transactions costs in Sahel and in the region.
So what are you doing about markets and high transaction costs, and how it can help? You have another one?
And for the other part of Sahel, the arid zone, we have heard of very fine, nice success stories in small scale water, etc. But I am a bit, we get water, but we can hugely increase productivity of sorghum millet. But we even do not reach 100 kilogram per hectare. And this is a problem related to the population that you are talking about as well. Do we need to move to rice, to crops with high production potential?
Okay, do we need to change the farming systems? Professor Birner, quick, 1 minute, and then I come to the last person here.
Yeah, thank you, University of Hohenheim, Regina Berner. The panel has highlighted the role of small-scale irrigation, very impressive, also from the GIZ experience. In our research on governance issues with IFPRI, we found that it is actually not so easy to make these small-scale irrigation facilities work. There are many governance issues ranging from corruption in infrastructure to the technical expertise, putting them in the right place. We found quite often many of them did not work. Do you have some experience to share on how to address these governance issues in small-scale irrigation?
Very good. Especially if one is thinking about scaling up, those are the weaknesses that we need to be aware of. So that last question, and then we'll go. There's the last question. So,
this is something
No, we have 1 minute left for the whole session. So go ahead, quick, sir, if you
Yeah,
can.
my name is Modu Naki. I'm a Leland International Hunger Fellow. I work with CRS in Tanzania. My question is to Mohammadun. He talked about sales collecting a lot of data. I just would like to know if we can access that data.
Okay, it is accessible. Go to sales.org, right? Sales.org? Oh, no, okay, that's fine. So talk to him during the coffee break. I know, I changed my mind. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. There's no time for summary. I think you have heard what everybody has said. Probably you have your summary for your own. Okay, but thank you for sticking in here with us and then experiencing the Sahelian condition for 1.5 hours. Thank you.